I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me, guys, here. Just a couple of minutes. I just want to start by saying that Craig was absolutely right when he first met me. That's where he met me. He met me at the meat department at a grocery store over here in Dallas called Tom Thumb. I was there for 7 years, and I was just cutting meat. I was really dirty. I had dirty shoes. I had a dirty, that's what I was doing for 7 years. I learned to do what my dad taught me to do, which he was a butcher, and I learned to be a butcher just like him, and he had other butchers in the family, so it just kind of ran in the family. Now we're just going to be a butcher. And before Craig came in, my dad really had a goal for me, and really that's what he told me. He said, Leo, you know what? If you just could become a butcher, then manager at a store, and manager at the meat counter, if you can make it to that level, then you pretty much done pretty good, because he had never made it to that level before. And he wanted me to do that just kind of so I do a little better than him, and progress. But then guess what happened? Life happened, right? God, I believe, put Craig in front of me, and he actually went to a Tom Thumb late night, Sunday night. I think Gina was putting him in trouble. She sent him to buy some milk, and he met me there at Tom Thumb in the meat department. I was closing the meat department. I was cleaning the counter. I was washing everything. And then he gives me a phone call because he got my name, so you learn to prospect, right? He gave me a phone call, and he called me and he said, hey, listen, are you open to make some extra money? And I'm like, well, yeah, duh. And he says, I'm looking for 3 key people. And he said, are you open? I said, yeah, sure. Well, I was open, and then the funny thing was, I went and told my wife I was all excited, and she wasn't that excited. She thought it was a little weird. She's like, hey, what the heck you're doing? The guy sounds crazy. I don't know what you're doing. But I still went. The funny thing is, she won't let me go myself. She said that I had to go with my best friend, Manuel. So I took a bodyguard with me, and I went to a meeting. They were doing like a meeting during the day. Craig was in at that office, and I just came in. But right away, I don't know why, I felt good. I didn't really understand what they were talking about. I really didn't. They were talking about business and finance and all this crap, and I didn't know what it was. But what I did know is that I felt good. Right when I came in, I felt good about just a couple of things about helping people. Felt good about saving money, feel good about changing my life. Then I ended up meeting Craig right after the meeting. We sat down and he asked me a couple of questions, and kind of to see, I guess if I had the goodies or not. But I liked it. I just felt good. Now, I'll be honest with you, I didn't get up to a fast start. I was really slow. I was telling our team that a little bit ago, that when I got started, I really did all the wrong things. And let me tell you, as simple as that, all the wrong things is just not to talk to people, not to do anything, just to kind of wait to see if anything happens. That's exactly what I did. And for a while, I was there doing nothing. And eventually, I kind of got the point. You're supposed to talk to people, and you're supposed to bring people. It's as simple as that, right? So I kind of got going for a little bit, and then I was scared. I was really scared. I was part-time for several years. I was still working at Tom Thumb. But you know what? I hung around their environment, because Craig knows how to build an environment, and he had a great environment. It was positive. It was growing. It challenged you to get better. And eventually, I started getting a little better, a little better, a little better. It took me years. It felt like it took forever, but I got a little better and a little better. And eventually, guess what? I started just itching and aching every time I went to work. I hated going to work, because I knew that I could do more, because I was in an environment that was teaching me that I could do more. And then when I came here to the office, I just felt it and I knew it, but I was so scared to leave my job. I was so scared to leave the comfort, because again, my dad had told me, you know what, you should stay in the meat department, you should open up your own meat department and make $50,000 a year and you'll arrive forever. And that's all I had in my mind, until Craig challenges you and you start hanging around with people that think different, that act different, that walk different, and that have different things, they actually have things. Craig was right a minute ago when he said he was absolutely broke. I had nothing, of course, and that's just what I came from. I came from a very poor family, and that's all I knew. Just kind of live and just do the best that you can with what you have. But I'm excited right now, though, because Craig asked me, he said, Leo, talk about becoming an RVP. And right now, we're looking to become RVP in the next couple of months, getting our promotion. We've been waiting for this for a long time, so we really want to have our promotion. We really want to get our office. And the reason I think it's a good thing to become an RVP, and especially right now, is because, man, have you looked at the numbers? I listen to the older RVPs, the ones that kind of like the Randy Godfreys, the guys that make bajillions of dollars, and they talk about how much they had to do to make the money they did. And you look at RVPs now, and you hear the stories of what's happening right now, the Brett Burks and the guys that are building big businesses. They're just recruiting a couple of 2-3 RVPs. And they're making a lot of money. They're making 40, 50, 60, 80, $100,000 a month by not doing as much as they did. And we have the opportunity to do that. And what's funny is they keep adding more money to the table. John Addison added that new stock compensation program for all of us out there to make money. And I'm just ready to make money. I'm so ready to make money. And that's the reason I think it's just time to be an RVP. So I'm just excited to be part of the environment we're at right now with Craig. I'm excited about what we're doing over here. I'm excited about everything that Craig has been teaching me. But you know what? It wouldn't have happened if you weren't in a winning environment. And Craig has built a winning environment. And one of the things that I learned from Craig is just that I got to build a winning environment. Yeah. Now I'm not the best at it, of course, but I want to get better. I want to learn more. I want to do better. I want to build a bigger environment where there's more people. So I'm just going to do my best to do that. if I could say anything or just something to you guys, I would say that, you know what, really pay attention at what you listen to, who you listen to, who you talk to. Even in your own Primerica office, I mean, it really is. I mean, because I used to hear that in the beginning, they were like, pay attention who you talk to, and I used to think, well, okay, well, you know, he means outside, don't listen to the drug dealers and the killers and the rapists. You know, stay away from them, right? That's pretty easy to understand. But no, he meant everywhere. You know, you got to listen to the right people because everybody thinks different, and there's only a few builders that can teach you how to build, and I didn't know how to build, obviously, and I'm starting to learn how to build little by little, but you got to listen to the right people. I know this. I love my dad, but when I came into the business, my dad was like, what are you doing? It's kind of weird. Stay in the meat department, get your own butcher shop like I was talking about earlier. And he said, Leo, you know what? That just sounds like a little thing that you're going to do. Just make a little money. Don't leave your job. And he really discouraged me. He said, Leo, don't leave Tom's Thumb, the grocery store. Stay there. And if you want to make a little money, that's fine, but don't leave there. And I was going to listen to him. But you know what's funny? In the next couple of months, I'm going to start making $8,000 to $10,000 a month. Money that I was not going to be making at Tom Thumb. If I was still there right now, I'd probably be making, you know, $2,000, maybe $3,000, maybe $3,500 a month, and I'm going to start taking $10,000 a month. Money that my dad has never made. Money that really nobody in my family has ever made. I'd be the first one that I know of that would be making that kind of money. But the coolest thing ever is that that's just the start. That is just the beginning. $10,000 really isn't it either. I thought before, you know what, I mean, if I can make $10,000, it'd be phenomenal. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, $10,000, that's nothing. You don't want to make the money that Craig's making. Craig makes $50,000 a month. I think that's a little better, you know. I think you can do a couple more things, right? And that's exactly what I want to do. So I want to do a lot more, obviously, and I'm just excited to be part of the Godfrey hierarchy. I don't know him that well because he's the big dog, and hopefully, you know, we'll do some big numbers and I get to know him a little better, right? But I'm glad to be here. Thank you guys. Y'all take advantage of the situation. Take advantage of the momentum. Take advantage of everything that's going on here in Primerica. I know I am. So see you guys at the top. Bye bye.
Good job, Steph.